Ah yes, the modern phenomenon of rage quitting, a term I suspect would have fascinated me were I still among the living. But I assure you, the behavior itself is nothing new. It is simply the human psyche reacting to discomfort, played out on the grand stage of the digital world. Let us examine the individual who, upon encountering a perspective that contradicts their own, announces their departure from a discussion, a page, or an online community. They are not merely leaving, they are performing. They seek validation, an audience to reinforce their certainty. But why? Why do they not stay, engage, debate? Ah, because of the very structure of the psyche itself. The id, ego, and superego, forces locked in an eternal dance. 1. The id, the primitive reaction. When faced with cognitive dissonance, that unsettling tension when reality challenges our beliefs, the first reaction is instinctual, emotional, and often aggressive. This is the id at work, the primal force of the mind, demanding certainty, comfort, and dominance. The id is not concerned with truth. It is concerned with preserving its own sense of order, power, and security. When a person threatens to leave an online discussion rather than confront their discomfort, it is because the id is rejecting uncertainty. It perceives disagreement as an attack, rather than an opportunity to expand understanding. The internet, of course, rewards the id, quick reactions, emotional outrage, immediate validation. Social media is a playground for the impulsive, the reactionary, the unexamined mind. 2. The ego, the mediator, between emotion and reason. But not all are lost to the id. Some individuals pause, reflect, and instead of reacting emotionally, they ask, why do I feel this way? Could I be wrong? What is the evidence? This is the ego at work, the bridge between raw instinct and reason. The ego balances personal beliefs with external reality, adapting to new information instead of rejecting it outright. A person operating through their ego may still disagree, but they will not flee the conversation in protest. They will engage, debate, seek understanding. This, however, requires intellectual humility, a trait not often rewarded in the hyper-reactive digital space. 3. The superego, the moral compass and echo chambers. But here is where the danger of echo chambers emerges. The superego, which governs our sense of morality, identity, and values, can be twisted by an environment that constantly reinforces one worldview while rejecting all others. Many do not seek truth, they seek affirmation. They are drawn to echo chambers, not because they lack intelligence, but because their superego has fused their identity with their beliefs. To question those beliefs would be to question themselves, and that is terrifying. So instead, they construct walls around their ideology, silencing dissenting voices, leaving groups, blocking critics, and dismissing facts that threaten their worldview. It is not truth they seek, but certainty. And certainty, my dear friends, is the death of intellectual growth. 4. The reality: nothing is absolute. The great illusion of life is that things are black or white, good or evil, right or wrong. But reality is far more flexible, fluid, and uncertain. The wise understand that certainty is an illusion. The thoughtful understand that truth is complex. The fearful demand simple answers and reject anything that threatens their comfort. Thus, critical thinking is not merely a skill, it is an act of courage. The individual who remains, questions, engages, and refines their understanding is the one who grows. The one who runs, blocks, and isolates themselves ensures that their mind will remain stagnant. So, I ask you, when you feel the urge to leave a discussion, to reject an idea without examination, to silence opposing views, ask yourself, is it truly my reason speaking? Or is it merely my id crying out for comfort? For truth, my friends, is not found in certainty, but in the willingness to question. And so, I leave you with this thought. If your beliefs are strong, they can withstand challenge. If they crumble under scrutiny, were they ever truly your own? Now, tell me, are you here to think, or to simply be told what you already believe?